What's up, everybody? Liquid Snake here, doing a quick profile on my Earth deck, which mainly focuses around summoning Beast, Naturia Beast, because you will use your back row to protect him or her, I guess, because basically this card literally is a beast. It can discard. It can negate any magic card just by sending the top two cards of your deck, and that's pretty damn broken, depending on the deck itself. The card itself is not broken, but because it can be splashed in any deck. Though it can be splashed into really big decks like Samurais and X-Favors. But overall, it's not broken. But for those decks, of course it is, because they can make it so easily. But yeah, let's talk. I'll talk more about that later. Let's start out with a 3 Esper Girl. It first started out with 2 because I thought I only needed 2, but hell no, it's definitely needed at 3 because the effect is really good. It gets removed by this bitch right here. And she basically, when she's removed and summoned, she banishes the top card of your deck. When she removes the field in any way besides XYZ material, the card that was removed from play gets added to your hand, so that's pretty damn good. Giant Rat is basically I forget what people call it. Is a Searcher? Searcher, I think, is a Sangan. A Floater, I'm guessing it's a Floater. The Floater of the deck summons out things like her. Her effect doesn't go off, though. That, Striker. I don't know why Striker is still in there, but I'll explain that later. Anything, just basically, it mostly summon itself. It gets you set up for Grand Soil, which is a boss monster of this deck, besides Beast and Barkion. Pretty, not that bad of stats. I think it's the only one that actually has the highest attack of all, or highest defense of all floaters, I think, but I'm not completely sure, but it's a good card nonetheless. If you get Dark Hole, then it makes you sad face. That's like the only time you should ever be mad. Grand Soil, well, it used to be at 3, but it clogged it. I'd rather have it at 2. Basically revive your own monsters or their monsters. It's a monster reborn, that's all it basically is, unless it gets Veilered, but even if it gets Veilered, it's still a 28 beat stick, so it's nothing to mess with. So you junk forwards, I'm going to say defender, but it's a forward. Helps summon out Beast even easier first turn, special summon this bitch, summon out any other level 2 tuners that you have in your deck, especially when you have E-Teleport, get Beast, and basically set your back row and you should be good. And also good for XYZ as well. That can XYZ a lot, but mostly I think you really want to get your synchros out first, then XYZ, worry about doing that later. So, really good card. I think it's overlooked. I think first it was used in wind-ups because you get that, special, that card, it's a 3 already. Special summon, normal summon like a rat or something. When I was in Mighty and I'll do those shenanigans, but I think they dropped the idea a long time ago. 2 Psychic Commanders, really good card as well. Basically a 19 beater. If you pay life points, can also help any other psychics run over anything else. Good level 3 for emergency teleport. Psychic Jumper. At first I didn't use this. It was supposed to be 2 strikers and 2 fossils. The level 2 warrior for the sabers, but the second effect is pretty good. And it's funny because the more I look at this deck, the more it turns out to be from that YCS deck. I didn't mean to copy it. I don't know if it's the same exact card for card. But that's what it basically came out as. I was like, yeah, it's basically that damn deck, but I want to concentrate more on trying to summon out Beast. But yeah, Psychic Jumper, throw away. The thing I like about this, you throw away you give them one of your witches, and her effect still goes off, which is pretty badass. But it helps out a lot. 1,000 is a lot of life points, but when they're losing more from what you're switching off of, it's pretty damn good. 3 witches, basically, I guess you could say somewhat of a floater because she gets destroyed. You remove any of the psychics you have from play, and then during the next standby phase they get summoned. You basically remove Esper Girl. She gets removed, summon, remove the top card, then when she leaves the field you basically get the card to be removed. Really good combo. Basically prevents you from losing an advantage, and I think it's really good. Especially with Psychic Jumper, like I said. Gives them the Serene Wedge and attack, you get your card, so it's pretty good. 1 striker, Earth target. I don't know why I even have him. The only reason why I like him is because he's a tuner, and if you don't have your junk defender, especially summon this guy, summon one of the level 3s. Well, actually, this is the only level 3, and think for Beast, which is not that bad, or Barkion, depending on what you want to do. For the spells, I got Dark Hole, 3 teleports since I run a lot of psychics and would like to tune as fast as possible. Heavy Storm to clear back row. Mind Control to get monsters out of the way or to sync with, or XYZ. Monster Reborn, 2 MSTs. Wanted to do 3, but I think 2 is good enough. This deck relies on hopefully getting rid of the back row, but that's like any deck if you think about it, to get your plays off. 1 Avarice because you do load up your graveyard pretty fast depending on the moves you get. 1 duality. I thought 2 was too much, but I left it at 1 because you do tend to special summon a lot. And at 1 it's perfectly fine because you only use it when you know for a fact you're not going to special summon. Or if you have a Grand Soil and you know you can't summon it because there's 4 monsters, get a monster destroyed with duality. Next turn you have your Grand Soil play. So it's not too bad. 3 Dark Bribes to keep your beast alive because traps can destroy your beast if you don't have a Barkion. And Barkion rarely does get summoned, but it is possible to summon him out. So I'd rather keep beast alive. And who cares what they draw from Dark Bribe? If they draw a magic card, what are they going to do? Activate it? They're not going to do shit. So Fiendish Chain. Basically all these cards are basically meant to keep beast alive. That's all it really is for. If it gets summoned out. I still want to find out a faster way to summon beast out, but it's still in testing. So like I said, 2 Fiendish Chains. The Solemn Brigade, Field Presence 2 as well, and 2 Starlight Roads, because even though they try to bait you out with Dark Hole and be like, nope, Starlight Road, you basically get a Stardust on the field as well. So no side deck because I'm still fixing these side decks for these 3 decks I'm currently testing right now, so I don't know what I'm going to put in yet. For the extra, Catastor, at first I didn't have him because I was an idiot, I forgot to put him in there, because he does help out a lot especially when you're fighting that big ass monsters, especially when you're going against Light Thorns and Blackluster Soldiers and Light Rays. Anything that's light basically burns it over. Black Rose Dragon to nuke the field, though it rarely does happen, and there are chances that you might need this, so why not? Gaia, another, since Goyo's gone, it's obviously the only excuse why you would run him. Goyo's gone, so run his ass, why not? Android for 5, Barkion, because remove cards in the graveyard through a negative trap. How good is that? So, and you keep chaining it over and over again. They keep trying to finish chain it over and over. You keep negating it. But it sets up for a Grand Soul if you have too many Earths. 2 Beast. Though it should be at 3, but it's not like you sink at 5 that much. But it does happen. But I'd rather just keep it at 2. 2 is fine. Because even if it doesn't get destroyed, you can always summon it on Grand Soul. Scrap Dragon helps out a lot, especially with this bitch. Oh god, the combo is so broken. 2 Stardust for the Starlight Roads, but you can sink into Stardust. So don't think you can't. You can't because you can. Librarian. It's weird because right when I barely made the deck in the beginning, I could actually sink 5 so much I can easily draw off this bitch so much. Not even funny, or guy, whatever it is. But now that's not the case anymore. I could actually XYZ for 5s a lot more often in the beginning than I do now. Now I just concentrate on summoning out this bitch. Like I narrowed the focus only to Beast. And if the Beast doesn't go through, you at least have other 5s to go through, so it's not too bad. Adrius and Tears for the 5s. It does happen. It does come to that point sometimes, but you rarely get to use them. And if they do, you get to do something that they tend to get destroyed right there and then. Well, except for her because you can't get Boundless, but this one easily can. Acid Golem, not a Leviathan, because I'd rather use Acid Golem than anything else, and Zen Mains. Because when I summon out Acid Golem, it's for sure like I want to win already, or if I gotta run over somebody that's 3,000, smash into it, so it's not too bad. And Zen Mains for protection. So what do you guys think? Tell me how the deck is. What can I change? Like I said, this deck is mainly focused to summon out beasts as fast as possible because you want to lock down your opponent. People overlook that card like, oh, beast is only good in certain decks. It's not that. You can actually make a deck around for itself because magic cards are really, or spell cards, whatever. Magic cards are really dominant in this game, and if you get rid of that, you're basically fine. As traps, you could use anything else. Since not many people set anymore, so you should be completely fine. Like I said, Barkion does rarely get summoned out, but he's still pretty good in the deck. They're really, both of these cards are bomb as hell. This feeds that, so it's not too bad. What other things can I say? At one point, I did have 3 Gamsoys, like I said. These 2 were Pasuls. I had 2 Dualities. The traps were a lot less. I only had like 2 Dark Brides, and now I have 3 because I know even if they do draw spells, I can summon out Beast. And when you do have Beast out on the field, it's seriously the game. If you're playing against like Dark Worlds or any heavy magic-oriented decks, you basically shut them down because they can't do shit about it. So it's pretty crazy. I'm trying to think what other thoughts. That's about it, really. And I love how junk forward could easily make you summon your Beast even faster. You draw like this and like one of these, and you have no monsters. There you go. There's your Beast right there, and like you basically set your whole back row and hope for the best. That's it. So tell me what you guys think. Obviously, thanks for watching my videos. Tomorrow's deck profile will be about what other deck did I use? I already forgot. Chaos Hieratics, Earth deck, and I already forgot. I was supposed to make deck profile with the other deck first. I think I used Chaos Heretics last, and then I made that one first, and then I'm making this one second. Well, brace yourselves for that one, obviously. If I feel good today, I'll obviously upload more stuff. But I want to do this early so I get this out of the way because I feel really, really sleepy. But thanks for checking out my video, guys. Hope you guys like the duels I've been posting up. Tell me how this deck did in those videos. Check it out for yourselves if you can. Please take care, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video.